A simple man with a love for the ocean, and it's the reason Ronald Daniel has developed a passion for the Great Race, which he has been photographing since its inception.
I started off with a little Instamatic camera, right? What my brother-in-law gave me. A little with the 110 negatives and this little Mickey Mouse camera. And I born and grew up by the sea, and in the sea, always loved boats. So I decided to go and take out Great Race with this little Mickey Mouse camera. The first shot I take out and thing with the camera, the first Great Race I took out, when I look at the photograph, all I see is the back of Monas Island and the tooth and thing, and no boat. I say, well, wait, boy, what is this? When I look at the corner of the photograph, I see the bow of the boat now coming. So it's there start, right? And taken out, you've missed some shots and images.
He said it could have been a one and done, as he did not believe his first set of photos were any good.
A professional photographer came here. He was doing some work for my father-in-law. And he asked me, he said, let me see the camera you're taking all these photographs with. When I show him, he started to laugh. He said, well, boy, you better than you think, yes? With that camera, this photograph, buy a good camera.
But why persist?
Boy, I love powerboat racing on the whole, right? And I just love it. I love it. In 1972, when they was building the big Mr. Solo, we used to go down, a partner and I used to go down there and buy Boeing company and watch them build this boat every night. When I had to start the engine in this big Solo, it used to rock because Boeing company have a set of glass wrong it. It used to be shackling nigga. And ever since, I always go every race without fail.
Daniel said the local media also played a role in capturing the race in all its glory. And in the early days, Trinidad and Tobago television played a huge role.
That was really important because TTT at the time was the only television station was covering the Great Race, right? And they used to cover every powerboat race. And I have pictures of in the 70s. As a matter of fact, I have a picture of my brother. TT used to cover all the regattas. We had regattas in the Gulf and regattas all about. And they used to cover. They was real in the boat racing thing and always there with us.
He adds, the race has evolved so much over the years through his eyes.
That's what they start off with, right? Yeah. That's what they used to race in the 40s and 50s and like. And from that, they gradually come up to the 28. And these all kind of 12-foot and 15-foot boats and things, right? Yeah. And then they come up to the bigger boats, the 28. I mean, in the 80s and late 70s, the biggest boat was a 28-foot, right? Yeah. And then Solo decide he going 32-foot, 31-foot are going. And everybody say, wait, going with this big boat and thing. Now if you have a 20-foot boat, a 28-foot boat, they ask you if you're going to fish. You're not going to race in that, because it's real evolution from time. Look at the cats and them doing 100 and them cats could do 160 miles an hour and again.
Daniel believes the Great Race has its own uniqueness that makes it stand out.
A different kind of waters, right? For instance, in the Gulf here is more or less calm, right? On the North Coast is the different sea. You're going against the sea, you're going with the sea, the sea and all different kind of water on the North Coast. So it's different and it's real, like sometimes it calm, sometimes it cold. That's why they just have it around August, because around August the sea and the North Coast will be a little calm and thing.
But in all the years of covering the race, what is his favorite memory?
So Baker went and reached Tobago first. He leave Solo, right? And he go and make a lap. And they come out, right? And they pack up the boat. They come out, they take off the helmet and the life jacket and they jump in under the boat. So we kind of tell them that, boss, all they have to make another lap, But they're listening to me. When somebody come out from inside Pigeon Point and tell them, Stobby and tell them, hey, you only have to make a next lap, By the time Solo don't make a lap already, right? By the time they jump in the boat and make the lap, Solo don't make it 2 laps and win the race. And Fusco, so the swiftest is not always the best, you know. The fastest always. He said the race is not for the swiftest. I mean, it was really exciting.
Kent Fuentes, C Sports Extra.